movies.
I heard that.
Yeah.
I did hear that.
Pretty good idea, don't you think?
Well, in certain places, not necessarily here with our weather, but it's a seasonal thing.
Yes. Well, in Michigan, drive-ins were only open like May through September.
Sure, I can understand that.
Yes.
We would be the opposite of that.
Yes. We have a longer drive-in season than the upper Midwest.
Yeah, than they would. So we'll have to, like I said, I would say maybe in the fall we'll see that. Who knows?
Well, maybe we'll talk to Angel. Maybe he'll know.
He might be able to shed some light on that.
Okay.
Or something
yeah, but not
like
too
that.
bright of a light because you'll ruin the screen,
movie,
right?
Yeah, the movie.
Yeah. So were you a drive-in movie guy when you were in school?
We had, what? We had
There were
two
two of them,
drive-in.
at least.
Yeah, we had one in Brawley, and was active for a long time, and then the one here in El Centro.
Yeah.
The Motor View, I think is what it was called.
That's, I remember it was still operating for a short time, and I can remember we took the kids to a drive-in.
Motor View Drive-In.
Yes. Okay, well, most of it is still there.
It is. I don't know if they, the equipment is gone or, it's hard to say.
Well, the equipment, I'm sure at that time was film, and they don't use film anymore.
No.
No.
But there's probably still some value to that over in other countries that would utilize it. Who knows?
Who knows? Anyway, let's see. Today is Frozen Pop Day. Okay?
As in soda pop?
As in a freezer pop.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You remember when you were a kid, remember ice cube trays?
I do.
Yeah, and you'd make Kool-Aid and put them in the ice cube trays. And Dad was never happy because grape Kool-Aid in his bourbon was not good.
Yeah, no, it was not.
Yeah.
Not good at all. But, adding a color to it, a different color.
A slightly different flavor, variety is good. Yeah.
Gives you a different feel.
Yes. And it's also Be a Kid Again Day. Yeah, I never really stopped.
Well, we could use a massive dose of that these days.
You really can. It's kids, some of the stuff we did when we were young was fun and it was harmless. But now you go to jail for it.
Yes, sirree.
Yep.
What did we say? We just didn't know how we ever survived.
I bet you rode in the back of a pickup truck, didn't you?
I did on more than one occasion. Maybe even 2 or 3.
Yeah. Oh, well. Anyway, let's see. What else is going on? Well, there's actually lots of things. This week, a Texas man broke a Guinness record for world's oldest skydiver.
Okay.
The guy's 103.
Wow.
I've always been of the opinion only 2 things fall from the sky. Okay, fools and bird doo-doo.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and my uncle was with the 82nd Airborne in Korea. He was a cook. And I asked him, I said, so how many jumps did you make? And he looked at me, and my Uncle Bob had a great sense of humor and said, I didn't make any jumps. I had 2 pushes.
Mm-hmm. So, but he got out the door.
Yes.
And I'm sure he got out with a parachute on.
Oh, yes. Yes. Okay, how about some birthdays today?
How about some birthdays? There's a
Singer
next one here.
Steve Lawrence is 85. Drummer J-Mo Johnson of the Allman Brothers, 76. Actor Jeffrey Tambor, 76. Actress Kim Darby, 73. Actress Jonelle Allen is 72. Rafi is 72. Actress Angelica Houston, 69. Actor Kevin Bacon, 62. Andy Fletcher of Depeche Mode is 59. Actor Rocky Carroll, 57. Actor Michael B. Silver, 53. Actor Billy Crudup is 52. Actor Michael Weatherly is 52. Comedian Sebastian Maniscalco is 50. Actor Milo Ventimiglia is 43. Actor Lance Gross, 39. Actress Sophia Bush is 38. Actress Maya Hawke is 22. Okay? Local birthdays, we got them.
The coronavirus is affecting everyone.
Must wear face coverings when out.
But what do I do? What are you going to do?
When this is all over.
When this is all over.
When this is all over.
What are you going to do?
Going to a concert.
School, having dinner with friends, take better care of each other.
Support local shops and stores. Offering more help to others.
This should be over soon.
We have our KXO birthdays. Happy birthday, Ana Garcia, Isabel Contreras, Jose Carlos Sosa, Juan Sosa, Victor Somoza, Michael Hack, Bella Bono, Charisse Kiles, Marissa Jacoba, Ariana Zabala, Amanda Garcia, Desiree Martinez, Gloria Ahumada, Haiti Nevarez, Isabel Quiroz, Jesse Farrell, Lisa Galanet, Marco Quijas, Ralph Zabala, Sergio Meza, Ivan Limon, Monica Guerrero, Julian Lopez, Celine Sheets, Claudia Meza, Amanda Lyon. Happy birthday from KXO. And we salute the birthdays, and let's keep adding them up. They're all important. It's not good when you stop having birthdays.
Yeah, or you miss one.
Yeah, that's not a good thing. Okay, we've got news. We have a visit with the mayor of El Centro, Mr. Efrain Silva, and that is coming up. And we've got a lot of other stuff. We'll take care of that. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
It's World in California News headlines brought to you this morning by Lock Air Conditioning. Lock Air Conditioning, they are your year-round comfort specialists.
CBS News Update. No more suggestions. At least 2 U.S. leaders have made face masks mandatory today. New Jersey's Phil Murphy tells MSNBC.
We believe the combination of social distancing, face covering, basic wash your hands with soap and water and stay away from everybody if you don't feel well and get tested. That's the combination of steps that we continue to need to take.
Atlanta Mayor Keisha Lance Bottoms, who's COVID positive, signed an executive order for her city. Comes on the heels of a new model predicting a jump in deaths unless Americans wear masks. White House economic advisor Larry Kudlow.
The great news so far, and I pray it continues, is that the fatality rate keeps coming down.
The way Dr. Anthony Fauci sees it.
It's a false narrative to take comfort in a lower rate of death.
Today, MIT and Harvard sued the Trump administration over a new policy banning foreign students from the country if their colleges don't offer in-class instruction. CBS News Update. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
Lock Air Conditioning wants you to protect the things you care about. Protect your family with the air scrubber that utilizes Active Pure, certified technology to protect against airborne and surface contaminants. Clean, deodorize, purify, and protect not only your family, but your home. The air scrubber installs easily to your heating and cooling system, and it's made in the USA. Call Lock Air Conditioning now for details. 760-353-4501. Lock Air Conditioning, and protect the things you care about. Contractor's license number 696216.
California headline news. Attorney General Javier Becerra has announced California is joining a lawsuit against the Trump administration.
Today we're announcing a multi-state lawsuit against Secretary DeVos of the Department of Education and the Trump administration in order to put a halt to their attempt to siphon CARES Act relief funds away from our K-12 public schools.
The lawsuit claims the Trump administration created a process to divert millions from low-income public schools to private schools. San Francisco Mayor London Breed has announced the city will pause reopening scheduled for next week because of current COVID-19 trends.
We have no choice. We are living in COVID. And I think what I want to reiterate is the fact that we are all in this together.
She cautions COVID-19 is going to be with us for the next 12 to 18 months. And Los Angeles County supervisors have decided to create a plan to close the men's central jail near downtown within a year. The facility is ranked as one of the worst jails in the country. Steve Clausen, California News.
World in California News headlines brought to you this morning by Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal for all your air conditioning needs. Service, repair, replacement, it's Lock Air Conditioning.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Parts has everything you need for summer car maintenance, and our professional parts people can help you find the best oil change supplies for your car. Get 5 quarts of Valvoline Max Life motor oil and a MicroGuard filter for $28.99, plus a $7 gift card after mail-in rebate. For your summer oil change, stop by O'Reilly Auto Parts.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
And now a game of Commercial Chicken, brought to you by Progressive, where we see how long Flo can go without talking about insurance. Ready? Go.
So, traffic has been crazy lately, right? And rush hour? Forget it. Nobody wants to let you merge onto the highway. But hey, somebody let you merge or you wouldn't be there, so drivers who switch to Progressive could save big.
Okay, you win. We can't help but save customers money. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.
California.
And it's page 1 of the local news. Page 1 is service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers. They have 2 locations in the valley, on Highway 86 at Julia Drive in the Brawley Auto Center, and on Imperial Avenue right next to Food for Less in El Centro.
Well, the El Centro City Council met in regular session last night. We have a visit with Mayor Efren Silva.
The council first reviewed and approved the establishment of certain fees which are authorized under state law to recover the costs associated with the provision of certain city services. A fee structure was approved for the installation of cellular poles in the city and on city facilities. The schedule includes charges for an administrative fee, a license application fee, and also a renewal fee. Cellular companies are also required to provide a bond that guarantees that such cellular poles are properly removed at the end of their useful life. A fee was also approved by the council for the annual renewal of the city's vacant building registration requirement. Property owners of vacant buildings in the city are required to register their property with the city and guarantee that the property will be adequately maintained even as it remains vacant. There is no fee for registering the vacant property, but a small yearly renewal fee will be assessed. The council also considered a fee structure for the commercial cannabis permitting process. This discussion was continued by the council to the meeting of July 21st to allow staff time to collect additional information requested by the council. The council also held a discussion on the county's request to close the city parks as a preventive measure for the spread of coronavirus. The council concluded that some parks will continue to be closed to the public, including our skate park, our aquatic center, and our sports pavilion. Carlos Aguilar Park and First Responders Park, which are currently fenced off due to construction work, will also remain closed. The council also concluded that the ability of our residents to have a venue or an opportunity to exercise and to be outdoor responsibly is also very important, particularly in these difficult times of isolation and psychological stress. The council directed that the remaining city parks remain open with new restrictions. Public gatherings will be prohibited in our city parks. Areas that invite public gatherings, such as playground areas and ramadas, will be fenced off. Public restrooms will also remain closed. Walking and jogging pathways will remain open in our city parks under revised guidelines. Although the current CDC guidelines do not require face masks when outdoors if separated by more than 6 feet from other people and or when accompanied by your immediate family members, the council recognizes the difficulty in enforcing these rules. The council agreed to maintain walking pathways open in our city parks, but will require the use of face masks from all users regardless of distancing and family status. Directional guides will also be provided to control pedestrian flow and reduce the possibility of people running into each other. The council will revisit these guidelines should it become necessary and if our residents do not adhere by them. A motto was suggested. You want to use our park? Wear a mask. We also encourage our residents to continue to be vigilant and observe the CDC guidelines of wearing face masks, social distancing, avoid gatherings, and staying home when sick. We can all be part of the solution to control the coronavirus in Imperial County and to keep our family and residents safe and healthy. The council also scheduled a summer recess, and our regular meetings of August 4 and September 1 have been canceled, with the provision that special meetings can be scheduled should it become necessary to conduct city business. This is a brief summary of the actions taken by the El Centro City Council last night. Please contact the city clerk's office for a copy of the full council agenda. We again ask that everyone continue to practice the preventive measures established by our healthcare professionals, including social distancing, using a face mask, wash hands regularly, and staying home with sick. Let's all be part of the solution to defeat the coronavirus.
KXO News Time 7:44.
It's Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers with 2 locations in the Valley, on Imperial Avenue next to Food for Less in El Centro, and in the Brawley Auto Plaza, Highway 86 and Julia Drive. Quick Lane services all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment. They're open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. till 6 p.m., Saturdays 8 a.m. till 5 p.m. And Quick Lane has the best prices on name brand tires, guaranteed. Just ask your Quick Lane advisor for details. Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers in Brawley and El Centro.
The Imperial County Register of Voters needs poll workers for the November presidential election. You must be at least 18 years old and be registered as a voter in the state of California, or a lawfully admitted permanent resident of the United States. No experience is necessary. You must be able to work on Election Day, November the 3rd, from approximately 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. You must attend a mandatory training class as well. You will be paid $15 to attend the training, and poll workers are paid $100 per day, while inspectors get $110 for the day. Applications are available on the Imperial County website, and more information is available from the County Register of Voters. That concludes this edition of Local News. Page 2 coming up.
Page 1 of the local news, a service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers in Brawley and El Centro. Quick Lane, they service all makes and all models. They do air conditioning service as well. Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers. They service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment.
With interest rates at all-time lows, now is the time to own the home of your dreams. Our team is here for you to come and check out our spacious homes with large lots. Phase 37 is sold out, but Phase 38 is now available for sale, and the home of your dreams is waiting for you. Vista del Valle, the premier community in Imperial, with wide streets, a neighborhood park, new home community located in the highly rated Imperial School District. Vista del Valle, where strangers become friends, families bond, and houses become homes. Located at the intersection of Austin and Brewer Road in Imperial. Models will be shown by appointment only. Call Terry Lynn Minville at 760-791-2368. That's 760-791-2368 to set up your viewing. Come, visit us today. Vista del Valle.
It's page 2 of the local news, and a look at the weather brought to you by David H. West Insurance Services. See David or Jose for life insurance, health insurance, or retirement planning.
The National Weather Service says it's going to get a bit warmer. The National Weather Service has issued an excessive heat watch for the Imperial and Yuma valleys. From Saturday into Monday, temperatures at or above 115 degrees are forecast for the 3-day period. Overnight lows will only drop to the mid-80s, and a excessive heat watch means that a period of very hot temperatures, even by local standards, will occur. A multi-agency state enforcement strike team is in Imperial Valley visiting businesses. According to Governor Gavin Newsom, the goal of the strike team is to improve compliance and educate business owners about how to protect workers and the general public in order to prevent the further spread of COVID-19. The strike team includes representatives of the Labor and Workforce Development Agency, Health and Human Services Agency, Department of Food and Agriculture, Governor's Office of Business and Economic Development, California Transportation Agency, and the Office of Emergency Services. According to Labor Secretary Julie Su, the team is committed to assisting counties with safe reopening measures. Cal OSHA and the Labor Commissioner's Office will assist businesses with compliance on workplace safety and wage and hour laws. The initial focus is on educating employers on how to follow state and health and safety guidance and comply with paid sick leave and other employee protection programs. According to the governor's office, employers that choose to continue operations without complying will be subject to investigations, citations, and other enforcement actions. The Imperial County Public Health Department updated the numbers showing the effect of COVID-19 on the valley. As of Tuesday morning, there have been now 121 deaths attributed to the coronavirus in the valley. There are now 7,343 individuals who have tested positive and 1,033 patients with an active case of the disease. 153 patient increase in positive cases in the Tuesday report is based on an additional 1,619 individuals tested. We'll be back with a look at the weather.
David H. West Insurance has been helping residents in Imperial Valley for many years with their insurance needs. David, Jose, and staff are trained professionals who can help you make the right decision with your insurance coverage, from health, Medicare, and most importantly, a life insurance plan. How much life insurance do you need and what's your monthly cost? We'll call David H. West Insurance today to make an appointment and get a free quote on a life insurance plan that's right for you and your family at 760-352-3411. That's 352-3411.
Well, Gene, before we get to the weather, if you are headed west on Interstate 8, you might have a delay at the Pine Valley Bridge. Apparently, there is a man who is in the middle of the bridge threatening to jump, and there are going to be traffic issues. Again, that's the Pine Valley Bridge, westbound Interstate 8.
This edition of Local News.
According to the National Weather Service, dry conditions at above normal temperatures will continue, with the Imperial and Yuma Valley highs approaching or exceeding 110 degrees. Abnormally strong high pressure building over the area Friday into early next week will likely result in excessive heat, with highs approaching or exceeding 115 degrees. Extreme temperatures should subside early next week, but temperatures likely will remain above normal through next week. 112 our high yesterday, 74 the low. Sunny and hot today with a high near 110. West wind about 5 miles an hour, becoming south-southeast. Clear tonight with a low around 77. West-northwest wind 5 to 10 miles an hour. Thursday will be sunny with a high near 109. South-southwest wind about 5 miles an hour. Right now, 83 degrees, 25% relative humidity. Wind out of the south at about 5 miles an hour. Page 2 of the local news and the weather brought to you by David H. West Insurance Services. See David or Jose for health insurance plans and Medicare supplemental coverage. David H. West Insurance Services.
Imperial Valley Resource Management Agency coordinates the recycling and source reduction activities for the Imperial Valley. IVRMA offers recycling programs for beverage container recycling and litter cleanup activities for aluminum, glass, plastic, paper, and bimetal products. Contact the Imperial Valley Resource Management Agency for your recycling needs. IVRMA can assist business recycling programs by providing beverage recycling containers, providing multifamily residential recycling programs, and providing educational recycling presentations for schools and community organizations. Recycling saves natural resources, landfill space, and helps prevent pollution. Visit www.ivrma.org to learn more about recycling. For answers to all your recycling questions, call 1-877-RECYCLE, 1-877-732-9253.
It's sports time. Well, the New Jersey Nets, are they going to have enough players? Will the NBA have enough players? Brooklyn Nets forward Taurean Prince has tested positive for the coronavirus. Prince, the fourth Nets player, to include DeAndre Jordan, Spencer Dinwiddie, and Wilson Chandler, will not participate in the league's restart because of the coronavirus. Meanwhile, Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving are sitting out the restart as they rehabilitate injuries. And the Ryder Cup could be postponed until 2021. Well, that decision has been hanging there. A source who was not authorized to speak publicly said that the Ryder Cup will be delayed. Meanwhile, Deshaun Jackson says his anti-Semitic post was taken the wrong way, extending his apology after being reprimanded by the Philadelphia Eagles. Jackson posted two different pictures, one on Saturday, another on Monday, with positive remarks about Louis Farrakhan, the Nation of Islam leader, as well as pictures on his story feed of a quote he attributed to Adolf Hitler. And how will Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys be affected by the Patrick Mahomes contract? We're just going to have to wait and see, aren't we? Dak just licking his lips, waiting for the payday. And that's it for Sports Time. We've got financial news coming up.
Since 1901, Imperial Printers Rocket Copy has provided the finest printing and copying services from start to finish. When you choose Imperial Printers Rocket Copy, you can feel confident in our expertise and personal attention to your project. We have a team of professional graphic designers ready to take your ideas and make them a reality. From promotional merchandise, full-color brochures, blueprints, and high-speed copies to business forms and everything else in between, Imperial Printers Rocket Copy offers dependable and affordable quality printing. Thank you for choosing locally owned and operated Imperial Printers Rocket Copy. We have convenient locations near you at 430 West Main Street and 100 South 11th Street in El Centro and 184 South Plaza in Brawley.
Financial news and weather brought to you by Imperial Valley's Roto-Rooter. When drains don't work, they do. U.S. stocks opened slightly higher today as investor sentiment remained pinned between hopes that economic data would point to continued growth and concerns that rising coronavirus case counts will stifle any nascent recovery. The Dow Jones Industrial Average rose 56 points on early trading, while the S&P 500 added nearly 10. The NASDAQ, the tech-heavy NASDAQ, opened with a gain of about 65 points. Shares of Alcoa Corporation rocketed more than 6% after the bell, after the aluminum products maker gave preliminary second quarter results that topped analyst expectations. Yesterday, the Labor Department said that 6.5 million Americans have been hired in May. That was the highest monthly tally on record, but it may be hard for investors to draw comfort from a surge in hiring that took place before states had to start reimposing lockdowns in the wake of a resurgence of COVID-19 cases. KXO Financial News Time is 7:57.
Roto-Rooter, your plumbing and drain cleaning specialists. Roto-Rooter offers full services, from hydrojetting to camera inspection, water heaters, faucets, garbage disposals, anything that's clogged up. They'll take care of the problem right. Roto-Rooter is a locally owned family business with 53 years in the Imperial Valley. Call the experts at 760-352-6789. That's 352-6789 or 344-2533 in the North End. Roto-Rooter. When drains don't work, we do.
It will be sunny and hot today with a high near 110, west wind about 5 miles an hour, then shifting out of the south-southeast. Clear tonight with a low around 77, west-northwest wind 5 to 10 miles an hour. Thursday, sunny with a high near 109, south-southwest wind about 5 miles per hour. And right now downtown 84 degrees, 24% our relative humidity. Financial news brought to you this morning by Roto-Rooter. You know, when drains don't work, they do.
As our country continues to work through this crisis, China Palace Chinese Food remains open to serve our customers. Simply call 760-353-1510 for takeout service. You and your family can enjoy the same great food you're accustomed to for lunch or dinner in the comfort of your home or office. If you need a menu, go to ChinaPalaceRestaurants.com. Delivery to your home or office is also available. So order your favorite Chinese food. Lunch or dinner dishes like salt and pepper fish or chicken, Mongolian beef or chicken, seafood dishes, and more. For home or office takeout, call now, 760-353-1510, 353-1510. That's 353-1510. Yes, China Palace Chinese food is now open for takeout service for as long as they're allowed to do so. Takeout service now at China Palace Chinese Food.
The best oldies on the radio. KXO El Centro, the Imperial Valley's local news source.
CBS News on the Hour, presented by Capital One Bank.
I'm Steve Kaith, and rulings from the nation's highest court on cases involving religious freedom. CBS's Steve Dorsey.
The Supreme Court earned the Trump administration another victory against Obamacare, allowing it to expand a religious exemption to birth control coverage. It allows more employers to opt out of providing free birth control insurance coverage to women based on religious or moral objections. In another case, the court sided with two Catholic schools, allowing religious institutions protections from discrimination lawsuits brought by employees.
Harvard and MIT have filed suit challenging the Trump administration's move to force international students to leave the U.S. if classes at their schools are online only because of the coronavirus pandemic. The administration's threatening to withhold federal money to schools that don't reopen in the fall. New York City Mayor Bill de Blasio says schools there will open, but it's not going to be back to normal.
The approach we will use is blended learning. And blended learning simply means at some points in the week, you're learning in person in the classroom. At other points in the week, you're learning remotely.
In New Jersey, Governor Phil Murphy tells MSNBC he's going to expand his face mask mandate from indoors to outdoors.
We're going to turn that up a notch today and say we're going to ask you if you can't socially distance, that it's going to be required.
Now to Fort Myers, Florida.
You're coming close to me. You're coming close to me.
The scene at a Costco where a man was told by someone at the store he should be wearing a face mask as store policy indicates. The man's employer at an insurance agency has now fired him. British researchers say some virus patients who've had otherwise mild cases have developed serious brain disorders, nerve damage. Some have had strokes. Dr. Michael Zandi of University College in London.
We don't want people to be frightened that they're going to have this complication, but we do want physicians and everybody to just be aware that the brain can be affected with this virus.
And there's this from London and CBS's Vicki Barker.
With Buckingham Palace still off limits to tourists and the Queen less and less likely to return to London anytime soon, staffers at Buckingham Palace are facing the real possibility of layoffs. The Daily Telegraph reports all pay has been frozen and the trust that administers the palace is seeking volunteers for severance packages.
Messy scene in southwestern Japan. Lot to clean up after flooding and mudslides that have been blamed for at least 58 deaths. The historic Brooks Brothers clothing chain is filing for bankruptcy protection, and on Wall Street, the Dow is up 47 points. This is CBS News.
Why settle for average? With Capital One, you can open a new savings account with a rate 5 times the national average. Welcome to Banking Reimagined. What's in your wallet? Capital One N.A., member FDIC.
What do you want to da-da-da? What do you want to da-da-da? I have no idea what to da-da-da. We could switch to Progressive da. Oh, yeah? We could switch to Progressive and sa. Okay. We could sa and have to buy some za. Oh, yeah. Let's switch to Progressive da and get some za with the money we saw. Yeah. Now we know we're going to da-da-da.
These days, nothing is normal and everything is weird. But you could still save big when you switch to Progressive. It might just be the most normal thing you da-da-da.
Quote the da at Progressive.com.
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates.
Hi, I'm Bruce Fabrizio, inventor of Simple Green. Like you, I'm a big sports enthusiast, and I want my gear to shine like new. That's why it's cleaned with Simple Green, the concentrated cleaner that's perfect for making your auto, RV, cycling, boating, and other sporting equipment look like new again. Try it today. If you're not 100% satisfied, I'll give you your money back. Visit us at simplegreen.com.
Simple Green, Simple Green.
Kanye West is talking politics again, telling Forbes magazine he's off the MAGA bandwagon.
Kanye West tells Forbes he really is running for president under a new banner, the birthday party. Because if he wins, he says it'll be everybody's birthday. He says he's getting guidance from Elon Musk and an obscure vice presidential candidate he's already chosen but doesn't name. He says he no longer supports President Trump and realizes he may siphon off black votes from Joe Biden. Kanye also admits he's never voted in his life. He says he'd base his White House organizational model on the secret country of Wakanda in the movie Black Panther. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
They made a TV movie about Mary Kay Letourneau, who's died at 58 of cancer. The Washington State teacher went to prison in the 1990s for raping a 6th grade student she later married. Steve Kathan, CBS News.
David Horowitz, author of Blitz, is predicting more protests against President Trump this summer. In Blitz, Horowitz warns Antifa wants to stop Trump. Blitz is already a #1 Amazon bestseller. Tune in at 7 p.m. Eastern to Greg Kelly Reports on Newsmax to find out the real agenda of Antifa. Newsmax TV ratings are up 200%. Everyone carries us: DirecTV, Dish, Xfinity, Spectrum, Cox, Optimum, Uverse, Fios, Suddenlink, Mediacom, Wow, Armstrong, and more. Newsmax TV. Real news for real people.
Balance of Nature, changing the world one life at a time.
I'm a young guy, and I think I'll always be on it. Just for me, I'm by myself, so I don't really cook extravagant meals. So I was looking to kind of get a balanced diet, eat the easiest way. But I noticed way more clearer of a head, and I get out of work, and I still have the energy to hit the gym hard.
Balance of Nature is now offering 35% off on any new preferred order. Go to balanceofnature.com today and use discount code FRUITS.
And now, more of the best oldies on the radio with Carroll Buckley.
12:30 KXO.
Hello?
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 Hello? Hello?
Oh, hello, Barney.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello? Hello?
Bonjour.
Hi. How you doing there? Yellow. Hello?
Hello.
Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Yo, yo.
Hello.
Hello? Hello?
Hello.
Hello?